Welcome everyone to another property tour plus neighborhood tour. And I had some mixed reviews on the last video I did. And if you're just here for the home tour, feel free to fast forward till the end. It's okay. But I really want to start highlighting some local places, local areas around the properties that we're going to be touring. You know, I think it's very important to know the surrounding area, the neighborhood, you know, your comfort level and the amenities around the home that you're thinking about purchasing. So really trying to give you home tours plus on this channel. And we're out in this shopping center. It's the Tropicana Center here, right on the corner of Tropicana and Pecos Road. And this shopping center is massive. Walmart, Ross Dress for Less, Ace Hardware. I mean, you name it, it's going to be in here. Pool supply, there's a Sam's Club back in the back here. And we're actually going to just highlight a couple of the shops in here that I think are kind of cool and unique to this area. And then we're going to do a quick drive. We're going to drive through this shopping center, see what's out here, all the way to the property, which is just a couple minutes away. So stay with me. I'm Andrew Guiant, your local licensed realtor here in Las Vegas and your local relocation expert and guide here. So of course, the Walmart, a big deal, but the property that I really wanted to, or the store that I really wanted to show you here in this video is called Trop Aquarium. So if you're a fish person, you're into aquariums, you want to buy some fish, you need to get rid of fish. I mean, this does it all here. And this is a very custom fish shop, local, and they really have everything: saltwater, freshwater, you know, aquariums for sale, everything you could want. And it's a locally owned business, so it's not a chain. And you're really going to find some unique things here, as well as be able to talk to them. If you want something specific, they can source it for you. But all things aquarium. This is Trop Aquarium. They run great deals. I'm actually on their, I'm not a fish guy anymore. I used to have aquariums, but I'm still on their, you know, text list, and they text me all the time with deals. And yeah, just a great place if you're into the fish, into the aquarium thing. You know, maybe you want to buy some crabs, maybe you want to buy shrimp. I mean, it's all here, not to eat, but for pets. It's all here. So Trop Aquarium right here off of Tropicana. And we're going to check out a couple other places. Then we'll drive through, head over to the property. Follow me. Second place I want to show you here. This is going to be the local grocery. This is Sprouts Farmers Market. And I know a lot of you probably have heard of Sprouts. It's only in 25 states. There may be quite a few of you that have not heard of it, but it is considered a farmer's market in a grocery store format. And I love it because I can get grass-fed, grass-finished organic beef there, which I eat a lot of. And you can get organic fruit. You can get your vegetables. They have a lot of natural type foods. I'm sure you've all heard of Whole Foods. So not quite as expensive as Whole Foods, but more expensive than, you know, your Smith's. But yeah, great source for a lot of natural foods, organic foods, and just a great place to shop if you kind of just want something a little more healthy, a little more natural than like your Smiths or your Albertsons, your Vons. But yeah, and this one's just a couple miles away here from the house we're about to tour today. Yeah, I wanted to point this one out. I love Sprouts. Spend a lot of time and money there eating all organic. But yeah, let's go check out one more. Last place I wanted to show you real quick before we hit the road is Leslie's Pools. And I'm sure you've heard of Leslie's Pools. They're all over the country, tons of locations. But I wanted to show you this one because so many people relocating to Las Vegas want a pool. They have to have a pool, and pool is kind of their non-negotiable. Sold a ton of homes with pools. So you're going to need to know where to go to get your chemicals, get your pool supplies, and just anything pools, want to know more about your pool or how to handle it, how to, you know, take care of it. If you don't have a pool guy, you could do it yourself. But yeah, all things pools here at Leslie Pools, specific for pools, obviously. And you know, you just want to know that's nearby. These are all over Las Vegas, as well as the Sprouts. I mean, they're all over Las Vegas, all over Henderson. So easy to find. But yeah, your pool supply right here. The home we're going to tour today does have a pool, so you're going to need to know where to pick up those chemicals or the salt, whatever you need for it, right here behind me. So let's hit the road. Let's drive over to the home and take a look. All right, everyone, we're going to drive over to this property. The address is going to be 4163 Chela Circle, Las Vegas, Nevada 89120. We're going to tour this property. First, we're going to drive through this shopping center here that I've been highlighting. And we have the Dollar Tree, a pizza place, cigar and smoke. It's like some kind of Cuban travel agency, State Farm, of course, this Walmart. And I know you're thinking another boring drive. What am I going to do? Sit here and listen to Andrew drive. But I tell you what, I am going to give you a tip that could save you thousands, tens of thousands of dollars on your next home purchase. As soon as we get out here to Tropicana and start driving down the street, we're going to talk about something very important, and that's the difference between offering less than list price for a home or asking for closing costs, concessions back on your purchase. And there's a big difference between the two. Now, list price, obviously, that's kind of a one-stop shop as far as, you know, you just take the price off the home. But the concessions, the money back, that's where it gets interesting. And that's where you could really save tens of thousands of dollars. So we'll talk about that in just a moment. We're just going to drive through this shopping center. So Ross Dress for Less, Ace Hardware here. The Trop Aquarium I was talking about over there to the left. But yeah, just a massive shopping center here. And this is just this side of the street. There's shopping center across the street, across Pecos. I mean, so much over here. You have building liquidators. There's a Sam's Club off to the right. So if you're looking for kind of that bulk, you know, shopping experience over there, typically the Sam's Clubs are very close to Walmart. It's a clothing store, kind of a unique to Las Vegas clothing store. The Leslie's Pool we just talked about, McDonald's. You have a KFC coming up. There's a local Mexican shop. So this is going to be Tropicana Boulevard out here, runs east to west and literally runs through all of Las Vegas. It goes from the east side at the mountains in Henderson all the way out to the west side and the mountains in Summerlin. So you're getting you know, Las Vegas roads are set up like a grid, so kind of easy to navigate around. So there's going to be the Mexican food to the left here. A few places for lease here to the right. We're going to have the Goodwill coming up, a Citibank. So you have all your big banks right here as well. So again, there's some excellent places in Las Vegas. You don't have to drive far. But yeah, there's going to be your Goodwill there. There's a Thai place. 3.9 stars for that Thai place. I looked it up. Smoke Shop Mailbox. That's interesting. I think that's two separate stores. And then the Sprouts we talked about earlier. Very large Domino Pizza. And Tidal Max back here. Couple dentists. And you can see across the street there a lot of shopping as well. So really everything you need is a Burger King over there, Eyeglass World. But we're gonna head down Tropicana here. There's your local liquor store. There's about 12 nail places I've seen just in this couple minute drive. But we're gonna turn east here on Tropicana and start heading down. And what I really like about this location is you have all this infrastructure, all this busy area here, all the shopping, and then it kind of just goes into straight residential. You'll see some places on the left here, but then it's just gonna turn into residential. And very quick drive over to this property. So I'm going to start talking about how to save tens of thousands of dollars. So I've talked about this before, but you have just about 2 weeks on a brand new listing if you're trying to sell your house to get list price or above. And the way you're going to get above list price is really if you have multiple interests, you have multiple offers, and you can really push that price up. It's really the only way in this market that you're going to get above list price. If you're over a week or two on market, that ship has sailed and buyers are not going to expect to pay full list price for the property. And there's about a couple ways you can approach that as a buyer. So obviously as your buyer's agent, I will run the comparables. We'll look up values of the home you're looking at purchasing and kind of really see what the home is worth. The market value of a home technically is what an able and willing buyer will pay for the home. So we just turned south on Sand Hill and we're going to turn left here on Reno Avenue into the actual neighborhood here for this home. I will point out no HOA on this home, so pretty good looking neighborhood even though it is no HOA, because sometimes they can get a little scraggly, but a lot of mature landscape. You know, these homes have been here a while. This one built in 1978. So once we find out what the home should be worth, then it's time to create an offer. And you have a couple options here, and you can kind of mix the options together. But to keep it clean, keep it straightforward, let's talk about 2 options. So let's say the home is listed for $500,000. It's been on the market for 60 days. Probably not going to have to pay $500,000. So what are your options? You could offer $485,000 and take $15,000 off of the list price so you pay less, or you could offer, let's say, $495,000 or $500,000 and ask for concessions or ask for money back towards closing costs. And what's the big difference and where does it actually save you money? So if you look at, let's just take $500,000 and let's subtract $20,000. So let's say you could either buy the home for $480,000 with no concessions, or you could pay $500,000 and get $20,000 in concessions. Now, I'm trying to be as simple as possible. There are rules, there's amounts you can contribute, you can run out of money, you can have too much credit and not be able to use all of the credit. That's what I mean by run out of money. But again, just to keep it simple on a very easy explanation, because there's so many different nuance to this option, and that's what I'm here for as your professional. But $500,000 list price, you're going to pay $480,000, which means you're financing the $480,000. You're moving forward. You're paying your own closing costs. If you have to buy down the rate, you're buying down your own rate. Let's just take the house is immediately to our right here, but we'll take a little drive around the neighborhood while I finish explaining this. So you're going to have Lamb Road off here to the left right there, and that runs north and south. So yeah, so $480,000. So basically you're saving $20,000, but that $20,000 gets dissolved into a 30-year mortgage. So you're really not even getting that entire $20,000 unless you live out the entire life of the loan and you pay it off completely. And you're paying all of that interest. And obviously we all know the banks make the most money in any transaction, 30 years of interest. You're about year 5 before you start paying more principal than interest on the home. If you don't know exactly what that means, principal is where you're actually paying off the actual loan outside of your interest. So yeah, about 5 years before you actually get into the principal on the property. So that $20,000, yeah, it may look good, it may sound good for $480,000, but that's going to be Hacienda. That also runs east-west through most of Las Vegas. So yeah, that 20 grand gets so dissolved, it really is going to equal, I mean, I could do the math, but I'm guessing about $10, $15 a month maybe for you. Maybe $60 a month. I'll have to look into it depending on interest rate. But the other side of it is if you could get $20,000 back towards closing costs, now that's tangible money out of your pocket. So let's say your closing costs on a home are $15,000. This does not include down payment. You cannot apply concessions towards your down payment. However, you can apply them towards your closing costs. So let's say you get your $20,000 back towards closing costs. You apply $15,000 towards your closing costs to cover the entire closing cost, which is amazing because now you have zero closing costs and you just have that down payment. You have $5,000 left. You can buy down the interest rate with that. So that's kind of the math we look at. But if you want to save that tangible money out of your pocket, it's just another cul-de-sac right here, right next to the one we're going into. We see a lot more cars in this neighborhood here. And I just have a knack of touring homes on trash day. I don't know what it is. Trash day varies all over Las Vegas. So everyone has a different trash day. And somehow I just find the homes with trash day going on. But that's just my life. You don't want to hear my problems. But this 20 grand, okay? So we have to look at what a reasonable number is. So in this situation, it might actually make more sense to do 595 with 15,000 back. But that's going to be 15,000 you don't have to take out of your bank account to pay your closing costs. And that's where it really saves you tangible money today out of pocket. That's an ideal situation for you. And again, we run all the numbers, and when it comes to buying down rate, that's a whole nother topic, a whole nother discussion, is sometimes it doesn't make sense to buy down the rate past a certain point. But yeah, you want to save tens of thousands. Let's go for those closing costs, those concessions. Let's not. Here's the home right here. I thought it was on the other side, so we're actually going to turn around and park. But yeah, let's work on concessions. Maybe the list price down a little bit, but let's get you concessions. There's a whole nother factor of will it appraise? That goes into finding the value of the home. But again, like I said, there's a lot of different areas we have to look at. But as a generality, here's that home. You really want to use those closing costs in today's market. That's what makes sense. Save money out of pocket. You can put that money towards, you know, new carpet or painting the home, whatever you need to do, but that's where you save the money. Let's go tour this home real quick. I'm going to show you just on the map and show you where we're at in Las Vegas, and then we'll head inside of this home. Hey everyone, so just a quick map section before we hop into this tour. I want to show you where we're at in relativity to Las Vegas and everything around, and more importantly, a few of the things that you need to get to. Here's the listing on Zillow, 550,000, 4163 Chela Circle, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89120. You can see beautiful pool. Don't worry, we'll be inside here in just a moment. I've pre-mapped out some destinations for you. First of all, post office. How close is the post office? 1.6 miles away, about a 6-minute drive right over the freeway, and you're at the post office. Next up, Harry Reid International Airport. Of course, everyone wants to know how close to the airport. Super simple. Hop on Lamb Road, head south, and then head west on Russell Road, which is taking a right. 3.3 miles to the airport, and it's a straight shot, 9 minutes, easy access to the airport, easy in and out. Terminal 3 even closer because it's on this side. International flights plus a couple of the airlines over here. Mostly you're going to be going to Terminal 1, but it's literally just on the other side of Paradise Road here. Easy access to the airport. Now, Costco. Everybody wants to know where the Costco is. The Costco is right here. It's only 9 minutes away, 4.8 miles. Super easy to get to as well. Come out of the neighborhood, right on Tropicana, right on the 11. 2 exits down Galleria. You're right there, Costco. Easy access, in and out. Back home, groceries are still cold. Elementary school. Tamiyasu Elementary, only 2 minutes away, 0.7 miles, walkable from where you're at. Again, Lamb Boulevard, Hacienda, Annie Oakley, right there. Middle school, 8 minutes away, on the way to the airport, Russell Road, right there, very close to the airport, 2.9 miles. So easy to drive there. Simple, 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 great location. And then, of course, the high school. So you're going to be here, and Academy of the Performing Arts Del Sol right here, and that's going to be the high school, and it's basically just south of, you know, the middle school over here, which is right here. So very close to that as well. 9 minutes, 2.8 miles to the high school. So all the schools are very close. There's that Walmart in that shopping center we highlighted earlier. That's going to be this whole area here. And then last but not least, we have Trader Joe's. Of course, you're going to need some groceries. We talked about Sprouts earlier, which is that shopping center we just talked about. But Trader Joe's, 9 minutes away, 2.4 miles. Oops, trying to change on me. 2.4 miles, straight shot south here. Just hop on Lamb, Russell, and there you are, the Trader Joe's for you. So everything you could ever want, very close by. This is actually a very populated area here off Sunset with Galaxy Theaters. Here's the Ethel M. Chocolate Factory. The Smiths is right here. So a lot of great things just minutes away. Anyways, let's get to that tour. Thanks for checking this out. As far as Las Vegas in general, southeast side essentially, little more towards central Las Vegas than, you know, Henderson. But here's going to be the location. Let's actually get rid of Trader Joe's here so you can see the exact location of the home. If it will take us back there. Just kidding. Let's paste that, and there we are. So Chela Circle Drive, and in the grand scheme of Las Vegas, that's what you're looking at. So let's get to that tour. All right, everyone, here we are. We are at 4163 Chela Circle, Las Vegas, Nevada, 89120. We have a corner lot, no HOA, a pool. This home's 2128 square feet. And there's a feature in here I know you've never seen before, so follow me inside. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas. We're gonna go take a look at this property right now just for you, completely remodeled. Follow me. All right, here we are. This home built in 1978. It's been remodeled, but it maintains a lot of that 1970s charm you'll see inside. Corner lot, no HOA. We're right off the corner of Lamb Road and Tropicana, 89120. I love the curb appeal of this home. This giant tree anchoring the front yard does provide quite a bit of shade on the front of the home. And I'm kind of torn between, do you trim it up and show a little more of the front of the home, or do you leave it there with the shade? Let me know in the comments what you would do with this tree. Are you cutting it? Are you leaving it alone? It is a pretty tree. You can see new front lights, painted garage door. Courtyard here, it is lockable. You have this arched brick entryway. And yeah, a mix of modern and vintage here. You also have a tree here giving you shade over this front courtyard. Nice to see tile roof on a home this age, as opposed to shingles. Double front door entry. Yeah, there's one of those modern lights up close. You have the glass panels cut in to let in that natural light. Let's head inside. So we enter on this level of the floor, and then there is a step up. Laminate flooring. Just a touch of color in the walls there. You have this rail. We step up into what would be a formal living room. Could be a second family room. We definitely have that den style family room with a beautiful fireplace downstairs. Vaulted ceilings. modern LED lighting. This is going to be your formal dining room here. Listed for $550,000. You have that pool, you have no HOA, easy access to the 11 freeway and the Las Vegas Strip, as well as the airport, which I pointed out on the map section. Just a straight shot, probably 10 minutes to get to the Las Vegas Strip airport area. So Tropicana runs right between the Las Vegas Strip and the airport. We're going to head upstairs first. Modern LED sconce on the wall. So we do have carpet in one of the bedrooms on the stairs. I think that's about it for carpet. It's a hot day and this home's nice and cool, so AC blowing well. Home this age, you want to see when the AC was changed. No doubt that it's not the original AC. That would be outrageous. So hopefully they changed it recently for you. Pretty good sized closets here. A little bit deeper than your standard bedroom closet. Interior doors are painted this darker color. Little linen closet here. Appears this home was renovated and then lived in. You see signs of life. Still turnkey, still great condition, but it's not that fresh renovation from that the previous owners, well, I guess current owners, bought into. A glass tile shower. So we have 2 bedrooms upstairs plus the primary, which is here. Do have a nice vaulted ceiling in this primary. Modern LED light. And then we have 1 bedroom downstairs with another bathroom and then an extra surprise because this is a 4-bedroom, 4-bathroom. Now they have done the treatment on the glass here. I think that's just like a sticker. Yeah, just a sticker you put on there. But it kind of eliminates the need for curtains unless the sun is shining right in there. But as a privacy standpoint, no one can really see in. And into this primary bathroom, and I'm thinking, where's the sink? It looks like this is just a vanity, and we're gonna have the sink, double sink in here. Don't know that I've seen that before, but not the feature I was talking about earlier. You're gonna see something that I've never seen before. I'm assuming you probably haven't either. I like the tall rainfall shower there and all tiled out. And then a couple pretty large closets with sliders. The mirrored doors make the whole bathroom feel bigger. This does wrap all the way around. So yeah, that's going to be your primary bathroom there. If you were thinking about buying a home, thinking about selling a home, thinking about moving in general, please give me a call. My phone number is at the bottom. I'm Andrew Guiant, local licensed realtor. I am the owner of the Guiant Luxury Group. I sell homes at all price points. You get luxury at every level. So you're going to get multi-million-dollar treatment no matter what your price point is of your home. Hence the Guiant Luxury Group. I love this double window looking out over the pool. Just really opens up this space. I did miss a switch there. You have the LEDs plus the recessed LEDs plus this light here. Yeah, these white quartz countertops, white shaker cabinets, stainless appliances, stainless basin sink, electric stovetop with the oven, and then the hood in matte black. Pantry storage going to be over to this side. Love to see some pullouts right there. And then the large fridge. In a home like this, you know, we want to see the history. Something you definitely want to look at. Oh, that's a nice feature. And then we'll head down into this den area here, family room. Doors out to the pool. I like this opening here. Not necessarily functional, but just opens up the space, gives you that natural light from those windows over the kitchen. The tile on the fireplace is the same tile we saw in the soap box on the bathroom upstairs. And then they've painted matte black inside. I think that's a good looking fireplace personally. What do you think? And if this is your family room / TV room, entertainment room, let me know in the comments, what are you doing over there in that room? Looks like going to be a sitting area, a second family room. Your bar's here. This is going to be a wet bar. I like this cutout, and I'll tell you why. So you could have a shelf right here and have your bottles sitting up there. Storage closet here with safe. A couple things with this safe. We want to know, is it bolted to the floor and does it stay with the home? When you see a home like this, everything is out completely. You would usually assume that's there, but we want to write it in the contract. We do not want to assume anything. Everything in writing. No surprises. So we have carpet in this bedroom downstairs. I like that they've added the second rail here so you can do 2 levels of clothing. Take a closer look at that fence when we get outside. And then a downstairs, technically 3/4 bath. It's also your guest bath. Easy access from the pool as well. Come in here, use the restroom. Dual flush toilet. Tiled out shower. Little mini rainfall shower head, kind of cool. I do prefer, and this is an easy adaptation to this, but I do prefer having the wand and the handle with the rainfall shower head, because if you know rainfall shower heads, they tend to just trickle. So it's nice to have the wand attachment as well. So you just don't get that pressure out of the rainfall shower head. Stacker full size, very nice LG front load washer dryer, which gives you some room over here for storage. And thank you for the rack to hang clothes, always a must. And then here's the feature I know you've never seen before. If you have, let me know. If you haven't, let me know. We have a service door. We're into the garage. You have this shiplap on the wall. Water heater tucked over here in the corner. It's this kind of outdoor thin carpet. All these shelves to the right. And then you have what appears to be like a huge closet. Could be a workshop. They do have AC unit there. And where's the garage door? Well, it's actually behind this shelf, and the shelf looks to be fully removable. Nice bright lights. But yeah, I was checking it out earlier, and so you have the full garage door back there. The rails, everything seems intact. They've just kind of stuck this thing in front of it. So if you need the garage, no problem. And even before close of escrow, if you want, we can get this ripped out of here. We'll write it into the deal. Or if you like it like this, you don't need the garage. Again, no HOA, so no one's gonna hassle you about parking in the driveway. They may have used this for a bedroom, which I don't recommend, seeing as that you have a, water heater out here, and it is a garage that's somewhat converted. But you do have a bathroom in here as well. So maybe it's just a really nice place to work on your car. But yeah, never seen a garage like this one. And I do love that that's removable, because when I got out here, my first thought was, does that thing move when the garage door opens? I didn't know what I was looking at. And then I started to investigate, and yeah, it's set in front of the garage, everything intact. So leave it, we can get it out of here. I also have a security camera up in the corner. Yeah, interesting garage. Let me know what you think about that. Tell me what you're doing with that shelf. Is that thing gotta go? Are you keeping it? Is that your workshop? Are you turning it back into a garage? Now we'll check out what may be the star of the show. That's this beautiful backyard. Wow, bright and sunny today. Wonderful pool, very large pool. Maybe pushing that 600 square foot limit. Very clean. A lot of open sky back here. Not on the main road. This was that fence I wanted to take a look at and see. Yeah, so you have this smaller gate. So depending on the pets, oh, you do have the front fence. Okay. So you have a couple little separated areas here with the full shed. So yeah, you have the block wall with your standard gate that opens the correct way. So your shed. Doggy door here, and that's coming out of the family room next to the fireplace. I must have missed that. Normally I catch those from the inside, but you'd have the doggy door. So it looks like this was their little dog run area here. You put some turf in. You also have the pool equipment and pool pumps. And a really good looking backyard. AC is going to be on the roof up there. Be interested to see what year that is. Yeah, gorgeous backyard. Fairly private. There's just this one window of this house here, which you could put a tree in front of. Then they have all this bamboo here for privacy as well, because it is a little bit of a low wall. We're not on Lamb Road. It's just about a block over. This big pop of green on this side. So yeah, $550, no HOA. That's $258 a square foot. You get the pool, the renovated house, corner lot. So yeah, here you are. Thank you so much. If you want to get a hold of me, give me a call. My phone number's down there. I'm Andrew Guiant with Simply Vegas, the Guiant Luxury Group. I would love to help you out. Think about making a move. Let's talk. Leave me a comment below. If you're here still, give me a thumbs up, hit that subscribe. See you on the next one.